This is the Hudef Newera Future EVA foam paddle. If you're not familiar with EVA paddles, these have EVA foam cores, unlike the polypropylene or sometimes Nomex cores that are normally what you see on the market. Now currently EVA foam is not a USA Pickleball approved core material, so this is just a concept paddle meant for rec play usage since it cannot be used in tournaments. The main appeal of these paddles is to have reduced noise and effortless power that can help out older players that do have injuries or need help applying power to their game. To be honest, this is my first time trying out an EVA paddle, so I can't really compare how this plays to other EVA paddles on the market, like the Rhombus EV2 or the Diadem Vice, but I can speak to the differences in the specs. The Newera Future is actually thermoformed, with edge foam in the perimeter and a Toray T700 carbon fiber surface. Similarly, the Rhombus EV2 is thermoformed as well, with a Toray T700 carbon fiber surface, but the website is unclear on the edge foam. Both are elongated paddles with 5.5-inch handles, while the Diadem Vice is elongated, but with a 5.3-inch handle. The Diadem Vice uses an RB2 grit coating and is actually edgeless. So while all three paddles have 16mm cores, theoretically, the Future should swing slower than the Vice, but have more power and spin, like the EV2, while also having the biggest sweet spot of the three. Now let's start with the sound of the paddle. It makes a duller sound with a lower pitch compared to legal paddles. The paddle still makes quite a bit of noise, especially when you're whacking the ball, but the lower pitch definitely helps. As for how EVA foam plays, this thing can provide a ridiculous amount of power, so much that this thing is pretty dangerous to use in the wrong hands. As you just saw, the ball shoots off the paddle face extremely fast, and this was actually quite scary to review indoors. The foam core did provide more dwell time for the ball, and what wasn't shown in the video was how nice the touch of the paddle was. Drops and dinks were pretty quick to learn with it. It was just drives and smashes that needed to be dialed down, but for drives especially, we just had to make sure we were using the proper form and properly applying spin onto the balls. Overall, the Newera Future paddle was very fun to use, and I do recommend checking it out for rec play. If you are in the market for an EVA paddle, I would actually recommend you try this one out, since it's currently the cheapest one on the market. Also, it's the only one I've seen that has edge foam in the perimeter. It goes for $130, but after using code DMVPBall, you can get this for 15% off from the Hudef website.